Hello and welcome to the Last of Us trivia quiz from Quiz Zone. In this quiz, we're gonna test your knowledge about one of the greatest video games ever created. For those who may not be familiar with the game, The Last of Us is a post-apocalyptic action-adventure game developed by Naughty Dog and released in 2013, and a series based on the game just started airing. In this trivia quiz, we will be asking you 25 questions about the game, ranging from the story to the gameplay. So if you are a seasoned player or a newcomer to the game, let's see how well you know about The Last of Us. Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notification bell to stay up to date with our latest trivia quizzes. Alright, let's get started. Okay, let's get into the first question. What is the name of Ellie's mom? Was it Anna or Monica? And the correct answer is Anna. While we'll never meet or even see Ellie's mom in the game, she does leave a letter to her right after she dies. In the letter, we'll learn her name is Anna. Our first question was a bit tricky, so let's make it harder with math. How old is Joel in Last of Us Part 2? Is he in his 60s or 50s? Joel is around 28 during the events of The Last of Us original prologue. Math dictates he is around 53 or 54 around The Last of Us Part 2. On to the next one. What does Ellie keep of Riley's in Last of Us Left Behind DLC? Was it a joke book or poetry book? The answer is a joke book. Riley is Ellie's best friend in the events of Last of Us Left Behind DLC. When she dies at the end, it revealed down the line that Ellie kept her joke book to remember her by. Okay, this one is for the gamers who don't skip the cutscenes. Which character doesn't swear in The Last of Us? Was it David or Tommy? And the polite character is David. While he may be a crazy, David's religious nature at least kept him from swearing in The Last of Us. David even scolds Ellie for her swearing when you enter that room where you fight the bloater. Let's get into the story now. Who is playing the PS Vita at the hospital? Is it Whitney or Maggie? The character you're looking for is Whitney. When Ellie arrives at the hospital by boat, a young woman named Whitney is seen playing the PSP with headphones in. On to the next one. What animal constantly pops up in the background throughout the first game? A wolf or a giraffe? The correct answer is a giraffe. From Sarah's room to the movie theater called Giraffe Park, giraffes are all over the first game in the series, symbolizing innocence. All of this lives up to the beautiful scene where Ellie meets one for the first time. Another one for the cutscene watchers. What item does Ellie keep of Sam's that can be seen in her room at the start of The Last of Us Part 2? A cassette player or a robot toy? She keeps a robot toy. Sam plays a prominent role in the first game. His robot toy can be seen and interacted with in Ellie's room at the start of the second game. Okay, this one needs very high attention. Which of these buttons is not on Ellie's original backpack? One-eyed monster plushie or giraffe sticker? Giraffe sticker is not a button on her backpack. Ellie's original backpack from The Last of Us sports a number of keepsakes, but a giraffe sticker is not one of them. Another hard question here. What is Manny's rank in the WLF? Is he a sergeant or a lieutenant? Manny is a lieutenant in the WLF alongside being Abby's second in command. Here is a simple one making up for all the hard ones. What is the cause of the outbreak in The Last of Us? A meteor or a fungus? The answer is a fungus. The outbreak caused by a fungus that infects the brains of humankind and turns them into aggressive creatures. On to the next one. What is the name of the city where Joel and Ellie meet Bill in The Last of Us? Boston or Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh is the answer. Joel and Ellie meet Bill in Pittsburgh, where they hope to find a car battery for their journey. Alright, another simple one from the second game. What is the name of the group that Abby is part of in The Last of Us Part 2? Was it the Fireflies or the Wolves? The Wolves is the correct group. In The Last of Us Part 2, Abby is a part of a group called the Wolves, who are at war with another group called the Seraphites. Okay, let's ask a question about Joel. What is the name of Joel's younger brother in The Last of Us? Was it Mike or Tommy? The correct answer is Tommy. Tommy is Joel's younger brother and a former member of the Fireflies. Time for a history question. What year does the initial outbreak of the cordyceps virus occur in the game's universe? 2013 or 2014? The initial outbreak of the cordyceps virus occurs in 2013. What is the name of the Firefly leader who recruits Joel to smuggle Ellie out of the quarantine zone? Was it Marlene or Tess? Marlene is the Firefly leader who recruits Joel to smuggle Ellie. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll never miss a video from us. And don't forget to give this video a like too. Your support helps us create even more content for you. Okay, back to the questions. What is the name of the hospital where Ellie is taken at the end of the game? St. Mary's Hospital or Mercy Hospital? Ellie is taken to St. Mary's Hospital at the end of the game. On to the next one. What is the name of the man who Joel and Ellie encounter in the university? Was it David or Mark? Joel and Ellie encounter a man named David in the university. Alright, another geography question. Where does The Last of Us take place? Was it in Los Angeles or Boston? The Last of Us took place in Boston. The Last of Us takes place in a post-apocalyptic United States, specifically in the Boston, Massachusetts area. Another question for people who pay attention to the campaign. What is the name of the final mission in The Last of Us? The Firefly Lab or The Last Stand? The final mission in The Last of Us is called the Firefly Lab and involves Joel and Ellie making a difficult decision. Okay, this one's a bit hard because it's not really about the game. Which one of these voice actors acts as Joel in The Last of Us? Troy Baker or Nolan North? The answer is Troy Baker. Troy Baker provides the voice for Joel in The Last of Us and its sequel. What is the name of Joel's daughter who dies in the opening scene in The Last of Us? Tess or Sarah? Joel's daughter's name was Sarah. Alright, here's a good one. Which one of these is not a material used for crafting in game? Nails or alcohol? The answer is nails. The materials used for crafting are blade, binding, alcohol, rag, explosives, and sugar. Although you do find jars of nails which constitutes the blade resource. Here is another geography one. What American state is Joel from? Was he from Kentucky or Texas? Joel is from Texas, and this is where the game's prologue takes place. Joel's origin is mentioned by secondary characters like Tess, who calls him Texas, and his brother Tommy, who talks of by going back to home to Texas. Another trivia from Joel. In the post-apocalyptic world of The Last of Us, what is Joel's profession? Was he a mercenary or a smuggler? Joel and Tess are both smugglers. They often work with Bill to smuggle in medicine and guns. Marlene hires Joel and Tess to deliver Ellie to the Fireflies as they are reputed smugglers. And here is the last question for you. Which weapon is introduced the latest in the single-player campaign? Was it an assault rifle or a flamethrower? The correct answer was assault rifle. The assault rifle is dropped by Firefly Militia in the final area of the game, the hospital, but the flamethrower is found in the university. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Thanks for watching, adventurer, and we'll see you in the next one.